take a look with me on the SGI 7-4 on the back side. I'm going to look at number 5, and you did this setup last night for homework, but let's solve it now. Your homework tonight is all of the back side of SGI. Please refer to the homework board. You also have some textbook work for tonight. Hopefully you're going to have a little bit of class time. You can get started on that. All right, number 5, your setup from last night. Remember, we're using opposite, we're using hypotenuse. We're standing right there. Okay. You should already have this set up. Sine of 40 equals 16 over x. Okay. So look at it now. Can we solve this using those notes that we just took? Find out where is your x located. It's on the bottom of this fraction. Now let me pause and say this. Some students get really, really good at this section, and I'm so glad that you guys are understanding. I know some of you are already there, and you're understanding, you're getting it, and that's awesome. But I want to encourage you, do not ever, ever, ever skip the setup step. I always need to see this step on your page because it's hard to see where your x is going to land if you don't do this step. Okay, don't try to do it all in your head. Remember the puzzle pieces? Don't try to see how they all connect without actually writing it down. Okay, do your setup always. After this, I don't need to see any work. You can just give me your answer. But I do need to see this step. So you can just clearly see, oh, look, my x is on the bottom. Okay, you've got to see this, got to do it for yourself so that you don't make little small errors. This time, we are not going to just multiply these. That's not going to give us the right answer. What are your steps if your x ends up on the bottom? Use your resources. You can go back to those notes. If x is on the bottom, this is where we're going to divide. And what is the one key thing you got to remember in order to divide correctly? On your calculator, remember your trig always has to go on the bottom of that fraction. So 16, your numerator, stays your numerator in your calculator. And then on the bottom, sine of 40. Okay, so go ahead and take your calculator. This is your process. I don't even have to see this step on your page. That's fine. Just go to your calculator and do it. I do have to see this first step. Okay, but from there, punch this in your calculator. Hit enter, and whatever answer that gives you, that is your answer. I don't have time, I'm running out of time here with my videos, so I am just going to leave that for you to fill in. And here's one more thing I want to say about your homework stuff. Do not come in here tomorrow and tell me that you could not do this homework because you didn't have a calculator that did trig. If you don't have a calculator that has trig on it, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want to see from you. I want you to give me the setup step, which you have to do anyways. Even if you have a calculator, you got to give me this step. Okay? And then if you don't have a calculator, I want you to show me what you would punch in the calculator. So you do need to write down this step. Okay? When you get in here first thing in class tomorrow, you can take your calculator and you can just punch away and get your answers. Okay? But I have it every year. Somebody gives me a blank sheet of paper and they have the excuse that they couldn't do it because they don't have a calculator that has trig. You need to take it all the way down to here and be ready to just punch it straight in the calculator. Okay? So everybody should have their homework all completed, ready to check tomorrow. Go ahead and take the rest of class time, work on these problems, help each other, work together. I have an answer key if you want to check some of them. Okay? You do have your SGI book tonight. You do have some textbook problems tonight. So please work very hard, and I will see you tomorrow.